Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to What If deku had Lord Sesshomaru's powers. I still don't remember the number, but I'll put it, when I upload it, I'll put the number on it where it should be. So anyways, let's continue. Now, we continue as, Midoriya, starts his, day. So, starts his, gets up, eats breakfast, normal stuff. Then, Kagura, comes out of her office and, goes, checks the mail, and, she sees, the letter for UA. The little, nifty little, hologram thing. Anyways, let's continue. And so, as, Kagura's like, dear, sweetheart, your letter came in for UA, and Midoriya, Izuku was like, thanks, mom. And, as Kagura gets, Inko's, attention, hey, sweetheart, the letter came in, and she's smiling, and she's like, oh, finally, good. I'm curious what the, what it says. She's smiling, and Kagura's like, oh, like, what are you up to? And Inko's like, me? Up to something? Never. And Kagura's like, I know you, sweetheart. You have that mischievous smile, and he's like, it's nothing bad. So, as they continue, as Midoriya's like, as Kagura says, dear, open the letter, and he's like, opening it up, and there's a small disc, and as it activates, people are expecting, it's most likely to be like All Might, but no, it's straight up, the Hologram version of Inko pops up, and it's like, hello, Midoriya, it's me, your mother. As Kagura's like, how? And Inko is like, he's my son after all. It's my responsibility. After all, I've been training the boy since he was like 6. So, I'm not going to have some random, overrated, oversized gorilla All Might do something that I should be doing for my own son. And so she's not going to, unload that landmine. So I was like, fine, whatever, dear. Let's get back to the video. Back to the holograph. So yeah, it's that's it. Now let's talk about your scores. I'm highly impressed what you did. As she's like, with your villain points, let's just say he got like, I know. Oh, let's say, oh my god, a shit little more than what I'm. But let's put it here. He has you've accumulated, 300, villain points, and as it shows, all the robots, like there's like miniature screens in on the hologram, thing, where it sees all the instant replays of all Izuku Midoriya's kill in the test for the battle portion, and then it shows. Then you also, one of very few students actually had rescue points, because that wasn't unknown to the general public for the students, because that won't be fun. So yeah, you got 60. So you got 360 altogether, and I'm very proud to see that you are. As she's like laughing like arrogantly in the hologram, Mama Midoriya, and she's like laughing arrogantly. And he's like, you got first place. So she's, I'm, as the hologram says, I'm very proud of you, and it stops. And normally in what ifs, they usually have like they go to start the first day, usually like right after the letter, but let's just say there's a 2 week grace period before they go into, the start their first day of school. Sound okay? As Kagura goes up and hugs, Midoriya. Izuku saying she's very proud of him. It's like, I'm very proud of you, son. It's like, thanks, mom. And Inko goes up to him and he's like, I'm very proud of you. And he's like, thank you, mother. He's like, walk with me. And so, they're walking through older part of the manor. Yeah, so they're heading towards a let's just say it's like one of those, it's like a metal door, and Midoriya's like, where are we going? And he's like, we're going to the restriction section of the matter. There's some things that we need to talk about. And so Midoriya is, confused. He's like, what is she thinking? Like, what? Like, there's something going on. I'll just play along and see where this goes. As Kagura is with them, or as they're about to go through the door, and Inko's like, "Come on, dear. You should know these things too. After all, you are part of the family. You've been part of. It's just I've hold this back for too long." So they go through. Open the door with the eye scanners. Like as it scans, Mama Midoriya's eye. She's like, access granted. Welcome, uh, Empress, because she's because she's stuck up about herself. So, anyways, let's continue. So, and so they're going through. The stairs goes down a long time, like because this place is built. She had this place. Like this place is built underneath the manor, so it's deeper underground. It's very deep, so I don't know how deep it would be, but let's continue. So, anyways, and Midoriya sees these old pictures of the family lineage for each generation. That was like the head of the family. So Midoriya is like, who are all these? Are these all part of the family? And Inko is like, yes, these are former heads of the family. As they all, they're all male, so there's never been a female one. So you'll learn a little bit later on into the what if when I get the story going about yeah. So, anyways, and Midoriya is like, mother, why are they all male? Out of curiosity, because he's quite curious now, and he's like, yes, there's only normally only males can become the head, but with the current state of our family right now, that's not going to happen for a little bit. So as she's going down, and they finally get to a big metal door. It's like pretty huge. So she like pushes it as they pushes it, and they're like, it's like an old freaking temple like type of style thing, like temple ruin basically, but nicer. So, anyways, and excuse me, sorry about that. And Kagura is like shocked, like, dear, how long have we had this underneath the house? And Inko's like, this has been built. This has been here long before we built the manor. This has been in our family, this has been our family secret for generations. Where this place specifically is meant for the ceremony for future heads. As she's going along and explaining what this place is in the history. So that happens, and sorry, Izuku, chimes up. He's like, "Mother, what is it all about? This has to be more than a brush up on family history, and Inko's like, she's laughing. She's like, yeah, yeah, you're definitely my son. And so she's like, yes. And she holds up like this glass cube vial thing. It's like if it pressed against your neck, it injects you whatever you have inside the glass tube thing, whatever it is. And as okay, that explanation's over with. And Inko's like, yes. As she pulls out this vial, it's like let's just say the color is green, I guess, because it can be. Anyways, because majority is like green for some reason. So, anyways, let's continue. And she pulls it out, and he's like, yes, this is this vial. If you choose to become if you choose to take the next step onto the family line, it's basically she's asking Inko asks Midoriya if you take this, inject yourself, you will be the new heir to the family head, be the next family heir when I step down. And Kagura is shocked at this because they're slowly Inko and Midoriya are slowly becoming have a little bit more family, act more like family like than more than hey Tool kill this type of style. They're not totally there, but they're close, they're cordial, and they're nice to each other. At some down at some degree, she cares for the boy, and so does Midoriya as a Izuku. So anyway, let's continue. And she's talking to, and Kagura is like, when did you like what is it all about? I'm like, he's like, chime down, dear. I'll explain it for you guys, to understand what this is all about. So she explains there's a reason why only males can be the family head in this family. Now, our family quirk is passed on to each generation. Some might get a couple new abilities. Some might their family abilities that's passed on to generations get even stronger. Like like yours, son. Yours is has far more potential to be so much stronger than mine. As she smiles, she's like, "We created you that like because she created him that way." So I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be one of the strongest in the family line history." So, anyways, they go through it, and it's like, but there is a certain ability that only males gain, you know, gain into the family line that females don't. There's two, and this file will help you access that part of the family line ability. The small pause. I'm saying that this transformation is like a family line ability. It's like it could be, they don't know. It could be a family line ability, or it could be side of the family line quirk that's passed on to generations. So let's continue. So it's like there's once you take this, there's two stages. There's let's just call this demon burst. Basically, I guess demon mode or whatever. I guess that's alright, demon mode, whatever. Basically, it's the rage mode in Inuyasha, where Inuyasha or Sesshomaru goes near death state. They go berserk, but I'm changing that. It's I'm gonna make it into that's the first step to the second transformation. Oh yeah, where you see the big wolf. Oops, sorry. Big, dog creature. That's his second transformation where he changes into demon dog. So let's. The first stage is where his eye, his white pie of his eye, is all red, and I'm changing the silverish thing, the iris, into all green, and so the transformation basically, supercharge all his abilities. So for that, and makes his goes his regeneration goes into overdrive. So it consumes a lot of stamina. So to keep the mode activated. But anyways, let's continue. And Inko's like, I'm not sure if if you have the gene or not. There's been cases where males don't acquire the transformation gene in our family, so that's why we're doing this route. The traditional way was to put you in so much danger that your body will activate on its own to transform into the first state. But I'm not going to. That's too risky. I'm not putting you through that. So we're going to go my route. I found a loophole. Seeing your mother, Kagura, is quite knowledgeable about, gene of, quirks and genes. So I borrowed a few books and a while back ago, and Kagura's what? He's like, yeah, I did because I was up. Anyways, that no, sorry, but the notifications they keep popping up. People are popping today. So, anyways, let's continue. And so they're having a little argument there and there, and Inko stops like, all right, all the fun, so, no more fun, down to business. So she gets serious, and she's like, if you take this route, there's a chance you might have it. It's not life threatening, but it's going to hurt. The process is going to hurt regardless. So and so Midoriya thinks about it, and Midoriya's like, what like there has to be a catch. There's you never offer someone with anything without a catch. And Nico starts smiling. Yes, there is one. I'm going to be more hands on your training from now on. A little more. The kid gloves are off. As future head, you're going to have responsibilities that you're going to have to do. As they're going through the politics of the family, and so Midoriya is like, not Inko, Izuku, sorry. Izuku's like, okay, I agree. And as she hands him the vial, he sticks himself in the neck with it, and as the liquid, pop, something pops, and like you hear something puncture something, and as the vial, going down the green liquid, going into his system, and and the process of transformation, you know, begins. Now, Kagura is getting worried, and Inko's just watching it because she's seen this process a few times during when her grandfather was still alive. So yeah, because there was no males during when you know Inko was a child, and so she was trained by her grandfather to be the next head because of the lack of males in the family. So, anyways, let's continue. And so that goes on, and Kagura is like, dear, is he gonna is he all right? Is he gonna survive this? And Inko's like, no. He's like, yes, he's gonna survive. He's just being difficult, and so he's being difficult. So as Inko speaks up to Midoriya, son, relax. Imagine, waves in the beach. And as Midoriya is imagining, calming down, imagining waves in the beach, progressing through the waves, back and forth, back and forth. Now Inko says, now, in your mind, control the waves. I'm just making some high pitch, like something out of out of my butt, idea of meditation where he's able to control the process of the process of the ability. So, and let's continue. As he does that, and his eyes his eyes begin to turn the red, and his irises turn green, and there is a bright, light. No, no, that's not. Never mind. It's a as like you see a red aura around him as his nails are growing a little bit longer and his fangs are growing out a little bit more as his two marks on his cheek grow a little bit longer towards, the middle of his face. Just a little bit. And as Midoriya he's like, wow. He's like, as he's getting kind of high off it, he's like, this is awesome. He's like, this is awesome. As he's smiling, he's like, yeah, I could use this. And Inko is like, she's very impressed that he's able to access that mode on the first try, even though he still got guided towards it by his mother. And Inko's like, fine, yes. And Inko's like, I'm very proud of you, dear. Now I want you to keep this on for, let's just say, like 2 weeks before UA. So let's just say 6, 7 days. 7 days. You must keep this mode on for 7 days. Once the 7 days is up, you will recover for your first day of, UA. So, they go, So he spends the next 7 days doing training with his mother in his demon mode, I guess. Anyways, they're continuing, and one day after training, and she explains more about the abilities because I'm adding something. So, because I thought it would be cool. So, anyways, as the whole idea of the whole subject popped up with Inko and Izuku pop up about their regeneration side of their side of that court of power or whatever. He's like, yes, Midori, son. As Midoriya brought up has anyone in our mom, has anyone in our family regeneration quirk has been who's the most powerful regeneration quirk there is in our family line because of our family line quirk. And Inko thinks about this, and it's like, it's um our regeneration, it's not like no one's generation has been very powerful. It has only made one function, and that heals minor wounds. Nothing, no limbs can be rejoined, regenerated, that sort of thing. And but in your demon mode, that's heightened. So those drawbacks that we don't have in regular mode, your base state, that doesn't apply to you. So let's just say a scenario. Let's just say you lost your arm during a battle, and you go into your demon burst mode. You're able to regenerate that arm only in that mode. But the more you regenerate, the more energy it consumes out of you. So use that as a last resort type of style. If you had no choice to regrow your limb if you're going to lose the battle. So, anyways, but that ability has a quite interesting side effect on the family line, as me and you have it as well. And when Midori is like, "What do you mean, mother?" And he's like, "You see, the side effect of that specific ability in the quirk, whatever section it is at, it slows down our aging process to extremely degree." And Midori's like, "What?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And Inko's like, "Sorry about the noise." And Inko says, "We age a whole lot slower than normal people." we're nowhere near immortal, but we might as well be because we'll live longer than most of these people. Like the cigarette. Sorry about another notification. Thank you, phone. Anyways, let's continue. So Midoriya is like thinking about this. It's like, and Inka got his attention. He's like, you see, dear, I'm not as I look the same I did when I was in school. I look right in my 20s as high school, and I've been this way for a while. So I got plenty of fun to do. She's smiling, thinking of all the villains she could beat up and hurt because she likes doing it. So, anyways, that happens, and they decide that's enough training, that's enough son to mother talk and training be done for today. Normal training. He has to stay in the mode regardless. So, anyway, so then we're gonna. Oh, darn! It's okay. Let's continue. And I don't know if I should do the first day of school or not on this one. Let's continue anyway. So, screw it. I haven't been. I'm in the mood today. So okay. As we progress through the story, then after the 2 weeks has passed, as Midoriya is does meditating in his room in the demonic form. Let's just refer to the demonic form. That'll be easier. Anyways, and Midoriya has got a handle of it, and he's really into this meditation to get a grasp of the next stage if he's able to reach it. So, anyways, and Kagura, walks into his room and gets his attention. And she's like, "Dear, you should be, relaxing. You're gonna you're gonna have to go to school today." And it's like, "I know, Mom. I'm just trying to get to that. I could feel it. I could get to the next stage. I just need a little bit push. This, I'm right there." And Kagura smiles like, "I know, dear. Just try to relax. You and your mother go crazy when it comes to power and training." And she's laughing because Kagura's very powerful herself. So because I'm going to give her like in the anime, Kagura was like a wind demon. She was like had power of wind and with the fan and everything. It was kind of cool. But anyways, I'm gonna give her a wind quirk, so she's able to make air blades and fly and all the stuff that someone could manipulate wind could do. So let's get back to the story. And as Kagura is just thinking of her days, when she was in a hero school, but she wasn't like in UA. She was in like one of those off-brand schools that wasn't as big, but was pretty big in general. So in that that little flashback of her, there's reminiscence about her, high school days. So stuff like that. And as as Kagura is like, "All right, dear, it's time for you to get dressed and get ready for school." And and that's where we're going. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to leave it off because it's already at 29 minutes. So sorry guys. I'll I'll upload. I usually upload like because I normally work all week, so I normally upload on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So you'll know when I upload. It's usually around those days. So hope you guys have a good night. Have a good day and night, judging by time zones. See you guys later.